Hi, my name is Mads, and today I'll be tying an old pattern that's been existing for many years. The new thing that I found is, at the beginning I was using this for salmon fishing, but over the last 4 or 5 years it's been my most productive morning fly for sea-run browns. And today I'll be tying it on a Pro Flexitube, and the Pro Flexitube is a very easy tube to tie on. It's molded so it has the 3.2 millimeter in one end and 2.2 in the other end. Normally when you tie tube flies, you buy an inner and an outer tube, and you will cut them off in a length that you want, and you will join them together, put some glue on, and that's a very good way to tie your tube flies. This works, and it's very easy to tie on. But the Pro system gives you another possibility, and that is when you use the Flexitube, it's already done for you. You don't have to glue anything. It's molded in one piece, so it gives you a quite easy way to make a tube fly. On this fly I'll use a bit of weight. It's a Flexiweight in 10 millimeter, and I put this on my tube. So I'll start by putting a bit of a thread base on, like this. And the first thing I'm gonna put on is my rib. And this one is gonna be in a gold color. It's called small. I'm gonna leave about 8 millimeters at the end. You could use less, but this is where I put my hook in. I'll show you that at the end. I'm gonna make 5 turns to make a tack. And I'm gonna leave this hanging. Then I'm gonna take a bit of Antron yarn and I'm gonna create a tail. And when you do it like this, it's very good secured. And I'm gonna taper it. And you can decide how long you want it. Like this. And I'm gonna move forward. And I'm gonna take some holographic gold tinsel from Veevus in a size L. Like this. And just to be sure it ain't gonna move anywhere, I'm gonna put a bit of Sabagab on. This fly has worked many years, as I said, for salmon, and I fisted on tube flies like this, and double and single hooks as well. I've used it in many salmon rivers worldwide, but the new thing is it's really good for early morning sea trouts, especially when you have these fresh ones coming in. That's maybe they've seen a couple of flies during the night, and you're gonna present them for a white flashy fly. I think that's what's working really good in the morning. I'm turning my rib just to make a strong fly. Like this. And a bit of yellow flash. Like this, just giving it a bit of brushing. And the first wing I'm gonna tie in is a yellow polar fox. And I don't want too much, but I still want an amount that gives me a bit of volume. So and I'm just gonna make a bit of a taper on it like this. And I want it a bit shorter than my tail. And I'm gonna tie it in reverse. Tying in reverse gives me a very strong fly, and that's what I want. I want a fly that's gonna give me more than one fish. And then I'm gonna put in a bit of flash. I'm gonna put flash in over the first wing and the second wing. So just a couple of strands. Like this. And then I'm gonna put in a yellow hen hackle. I'm gonna help the fibers to lay down. Like this. And then for the first white wing. The first wing is going to give me the volume I want for the fly, and the top wing is just to give me the length that I want. And tying it in reverse. Like this. This one from Whiting is one of my favorites when I'm tying salmon and sea trout flies. You have the soft patch and you have the marabou, chickaboo feathers up here, and it gives the fly such a good look. And I want a quite big fly, quite big feather. This bit of a tap gives me a bit of an angle when I'm tying in the feather. And then for the top wing. And as I said, here I just want the length, I don't want the volume. So I'm gonna grab it by the tips and pull off all the underwool. And a bit of flush. Again, not too much. And this one I'm not tying in reverse. And I could have done that, but my polar fox is not that long, so I kind of need the length to do the fly as I wanted. And then the final hackle. I'm removing all the fluffy at the end. If this has been a salmon fly, I wouldn't make that bulky hackle in front, but because it's for sea trouts, I would like it to make a bit of a movement in the water, and therefore I kind of use a couple of extra turns like this. And then you could leave him, but I think the Pro Jungle Cock is the best on the market, and it looks very much like the original one. So I'm putting this on. Like this. And the reason why I'm not concerned about the bulkiness of the head is because I'm gonna put on a cone head now. So therefore I can be a bit loose on how much head I'm having at the front. Gonna put on a bit of sapper gap. And then at the end here, you have to decide what size of cone head you want on. This one I think this looks good. And there's the smaller version as well. I'm fishing this in my local river, and therefore I know that I want my fly to come a bit down at right when the fly hits the other bank. So I'm gonna go for the bigger one just to give it a bit of weight. Gonna put on a bit of sapper gap. like this. Gonna cut it and leave approximately 1.5 millimeter. Gonna burn it. Here you have it. Great fly for the morning fishing. Works perfect for salmon and it works really good for sea trouts as well. The good thing about this system is that if you want a hook that is fixed, and that's why I'm using the Flexitube, this gives you the possibility just to have your hook at the end. This is a barbless Ahrex hook, and if you're into double hooks or triples even, it's the same principle. Very easy. Have a lot of fun.